Hi, I'm Aki Kareem. I'm here with Chaos Boxing in association with RealCombatMedia.com, and I'm back again with Mr. Kerry Kayes, and this time to talk about Tony the Bomber Bellew, who goes in to defend his cruiserweight title against Flores on the 15th of October. First of all, what's it like to work with a character like Tony the Bomber Bellew?
Work with him, know him, knock about with him. He's a character. He's a fantastic human being. Anyone who's ever met Tony Bellew will know what a massive heart, not only in the ring but outside the ring, what a decent human being he is, what a family man he is, and he is really a lovely, lovely, lovely person. Yeah. Tony.
I mean, he gets a lot of stick for sort of his pre-fight antics and the sort of way he comes across pre-fight, and like you know, he says things which I don't know. Sometimes I don't know whether it's to get a reaction or whatnot. So are you saying that's not the real Tony Bellew?
No, that's the character Tony Bellew plays, and he's going to do this, he's going to do that to the opponent. You look what Tony Bellew does immediately after the fight to every opponent. He goes over, shows them loads of respect, gives them loads of love. Tony's a character. That's the character he plays. That's the pantomime villain he plays. Yeah. He's a lovely man.
Because he was very, very humble after the recent Makabu fight, where he put him down with a chilling left hook in the second round, and then you're right, straight away he came over and showed the respect. That night was a massive night in British boxing, just a huge night. What was it like to be part of that event?
Well, it was incredible. I was in the corner, I had the best seat in the house. Yeah. I was in the dressing room with him. I went to the hotel before the fight, met up with him, went to the fight, got in the dressing room. We're in the home dressing room. We're in Everton Football Club dressing room. And then there's quite a few people there, and then Gary, his best mate, who always looks after him, stands up about maybe an hour before the fight and goes, right, can everybody leave now? And then all the people have to leave the dressing room, and he's left with maybe 3 or 4 of us. They're like the little inner circle, and then you see Tony completely changed now, put his fighting head on, and Dave Caldwell, who's a fantastic. You'll look alike.
My twin, Dave Caldwell. Shout out to Dave Caldwell.
Part 3, we're going to shave his head.
Yeah.
And then we sit down, and the privilege and honour it is to listen to Dave talk about tactics, and then be with Tony in the tunnel, get in the corner, get all the gear ready. And then Dave giving it, Kerry, pass me this, pass me that. And I'm just labouring in the corner, but I'm being an assistant, you're working. And then you sat there with the best seat in the house. Yeah. You're looking around, people have paid God knows how much money for tickets, and I've got the best seat in the house.
I can tell you $350 for ringside it was. Just on that though, I mean, from such a massive, massive night, can Tony Bellew get himself up again? For a fight now, can he get himself up again?
Yeah, because he wants another one of those nights.
Yeah.
He wants, of course he can, and Tony's not complacent. And let's live in the real world as well. Tony Bellew's of this world, the Smith brothers, all the boxers, crawlers, they started out boxing because they love the sport, and then somewhere along the line they converted that love of the sport to a business. They're fighters, they're journeymen, but more importantly, they've got to earn a living to secure the future of their family. They still love the sport, but all of a sudden now it's a professional sport. They're professional boxers, and Tony wants as many of them nights as he can get. Because he wants to secure the future for his family.
After the Makabu fight, he actually called out David Haye. Now, was he being serious when he was calling out David Haye?
Well, he certainly was at the time. Who knows? But I mean, again, remember what I just said. In many ways, it's a business. You know what I mean? And a fight with David Haye would cement a legacy. It would cement the future of his family. And who knows what Tony can do in the ring.
Is he the biggest puncher you've ever worked with? I mean, he seemed to carry his power up to cruiser. He's a big puncher at light heavyweight, but he's a big puncher at cruiser. Is he the biggest puncher you've ever worked with?
I tell you, could bang. Paul Smith.
Paul Smith, yeah.
Paul Smith could bang, because I worked with Paul quite a lot. I worked a lot of Paul's corners.
He's coming back at the minute now, isn't he? But
Paul left hook off the ropes. God, he could bang. Tony Bellew, yeah, probably Tony Bellew, Paul Smith.
Is Tony Bellew, in terms of like the big nights that he's got left, is there anyone that's on his particular radar? Obviously, bearing in mind if he comes through the Flores fight, which we, hope and expect him to. Is there anyone that like that's on his radar that he wants a match with?
Honestly, I don't. Honestly, God, I think if it makes sense, that it makes money, Tony will go for it.
Great. And just finally then, would you give us a sort of a prediction of how you see the Flores fight going? Because Flores is a big talker himself. Yeah. He's almost talked himself into this fight. They've had some great back and forths on Twitter and whatnot. How do you see this fight going?
Tony will stop him. I think Tony will stop
early
him.
Early?
Who knows? I think early middle. I think Tony will stop him.
Right, well, you heard it here from the man himself. This is Kerry Kayes, legend in boxing. And I'm Aki Karim for Chaos Boxing in association with realcombatmedia.com. Check it out.